everyone, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. Yes, we're back again in the realm of King Elquist. Soon to be coronated, of course, if you remember from the last session. So, yes, here we are. We were en route back to our capital because, well, in addition to being coronated, we have to take care of Armagh, the twice-born warlord, who has holed himself up in a tomb that's lost. Because, hey, we haven't delved into enough tombs recently, have we? Although this time, I assure you that Elquist will be far better prepared than the last time we went into a tomb. So, since the last session on this one, all I've done is popped off here. Where's here, you might cry out? Well, here is our second ever town of Skunktown. Yes, we came back here to Skunktown to replenish our reserves, to sell our crap, and basically just rest up before we get back to the capital. Because I wanted to get back to the capital on camera just in case something happens. So that's what we're planning to do. So we do have a couple of side quests right on the doorstep here, which is a little bit irksome because, well, technically speaking, we could try to get at least this one done because we don't need Harrim in the party to do this one. Taking care of some fate tricksters. It's like right there. I was going to not do it, but you know what? I can't help myself. It's right there. Harrim can wait because it's Harrim, but the Feyglade, the Lost Thingamabobs, the Trail of Misfortune, Band of Fey, it's probably, I say underleveled for us, but we picked this up a while ago now, so we should be able to do this. And not only that, but if we check our inventory, we actually just picked up something that we're not going to use. But hey, it's this, look at that. It's an ancient hunt item, which gives a limitless supply of cold iron arrows that gives a +2 bonus to both attack and damage against Fey. Now it says charge 1, but it says limitless supply, so I'm not sure how this works. Does it take effect when it's in your inventory? Do you have to charge it, and then once you've charged it, it stays with you forever? I'm going to have to Google it. The question is, why didn't I Google it before the session started? Because I forgot about it. So I'll find out about that in the next session. But yeah, it could be useful. A +2 bonus against Fey, seeing as we're going to take on some Fey, could be useful. But we have a little bit of a counter to that in that his favoured enemy is the Fey, so he gets a natural +2 bonus anyway. So with that and those arrows, he's a Fey Slayer, isn't he? Is our Ekundio, which is completely perfect, really. So I've done. I was gonna do their hot bars before the session started, but I didn't get a chance, unfortunately. So I've done the hot bars for the first 4. I haven't done the hot bars for the spellcasters, which is where the hot bars need to be done, really. But anyway, enough flim flam. I've decided that we're going to go and do this now because it's like literally stone's throw away, and it shouldn't take us all but about a couple of hours, should it? In terms of game time, pop in, deal with the Fae, get back to Skunktown, and teleport back home. Nothing lost. Nothing lost at all. It's only a small map as well, so this should be completely doable, completely reasonable. Let us find out what's going on and get it sorted. So saith King Elquist. Oh dear. What the hell's going on here? Reckless Satire Bowman. Get lost! Go talk to that elf of yours. See if I care. Farewell, Jed. The foul, nauseating stench of morning afterbreath permeates the glade. Lovely. Fae of all sizes and shapes litter the ground, sleeping on the grass side by side, some of them scarcely closed. A drowsy satyr squints in pain and shifts his heavy gaze to you. Curses, who is it? Who's there? Yes, Baron Elquist, soon to be King Elquist, I might add, rightful ruler of these lands, just passing on through. dealing with reports of tricksters on the loose? Ah! I swear I could tell that just by looking at your puffed up chest. What do you want? Well, I must ask a simple question. Why do you keep upsetting the locals? Some of them forget their place. We won't stand by while some pointy-eared oaf frolics with our girls. Excuse me? I'm not bowing to you. You've no power over me. I have no power over you. I see. Listen, I do not wish to spill blood here today. I am very busy. How can I persuade you to allow the villagers to remain in peace and you depart these lands for good? What the hell? I couldn't care less about your damn villagers. My head's splitting in two. Just bring me a drink. The poison is the cure, you know? You bring me a drink and I'll take the gang home. It's not like I'm ever going to change her mind, that scatterbrain. What are we passing over? A bottle of something? Apparently we've already got it on our person. Rummaging in our pack, pulling out a bottle. Well, maybe pulling out 15 different bottles that we've got in there. Maybe pulling out all 150 potions we've got. He's like, take your pick, pal. Which one do you want? I'll have that one. Right, then here you go. Port. I should have realised. We've given him a bottle of Portops. Of course we did. Elquist is a genius. Not bad. What do you mean not bad? This is the best port in these lands, brewed in my very own capital, no less. Whatever. It's no fun playing tricks on those dim-witted farmers anyway. Farewell then. I'm not going to miss your face. He takes his Portops with him. And, rise and shine, you drunkards. We're going home. Okay, fine. And off they pop. We've bribed them with Portops. I knew there was a use for it somewhere, other than drinking and getting merry in our own lands and stumbling drunk into the brothel and the dance hall every so often. Yes, it's useful for bribing people that like alcohol too. Well done, Elquist, well done. I'll collect all that, thank you very much. Right, so here's Lindsay scuttling up with a metal hat on. Imagine that! King? You know I have always believed in you. You keep it up and who knows, in a couple of years you might even become an emperor. Ah, Lindsay, you do flatter me. No need to flatter me, just ensure it is put in complete and utter detail in your journal. That's all you need to do. That is compliment enough. But that Armagh, he and those creepy sisters barely managed to find the tomb. How are we going to find it? I mean, I suppose I have a bit of an idea, but I'm not so sure. Excuse me? Please enlighten me with this idea of yours. Can't hurt, can it now? Remember that forsaken dwarven fortress where the sisters had holed up? There's a huge library there. Hundreds of ancient books, maybe thousands. I bet there's something about Armagh's tomb in there somewhere, but who's going to read through it all? You need to hire a whole army of scholars. Yes, well, I have many scouts at my disposal, as any true king should do. I'll send them to the Glenabon uplands. They can scour the location for us, because clearly we've just come from there and I do not wish to return anytime soon. Seriously? You have your own scouts? Well, I don't know why I'm so surprised. You're soon to be king. Fine, let them search. Exactly, Lindsay, exactly. That's why I'm sat up here and you're stood down there, no offence. Right, well, I shall give the orders right away. Let's do it then. Let's find the tomb. We have to hurry. Who knows what Armagh might do, given enough time there. Don't worry, Lindsay. We've dealt with Vordakai. How much more difficult can this Armagh fella be? Famous last words, Elquists. Don't you know commentator's curse? You should keep your mouth shut. Oh, it's Mim Wobbleganger, the goldsmith, giving us a gift of an amulet of 4 elements. Yes, more specifics. Perhaps you can give me a... how about a headband next time? Something different. Yeah, thank you. Waving her away. Anybody else care to come? No, nobody else cares to come. That's a shame. Reach Armagh's tomb. Attend the council. Right, okay, we'll catch up on that in a second. Or we'll catch up with it now because I pressed the wrong button. Right. Okay. So we can send scouts, which is probably a kingdom management situation. We could go there ourselves, but hey, why have a dog and bark yourself? There are lots of scouts. Let them do the work. We can sit here and take our time, as we always do with things. Right, let's have a look here. The kingdom management side of things. Time to discuss the search for Armagh's tomb. Tomb discussed. Strengthen the storyteller's skills as a curator. Well done, Mr. Storyteller. Right, we've got 2 projects, so we'll get to the events first, shall we? So we've got 3 people out on events, we've got 2 people out on projects. The arrears is something to do with people flat denying to pay their taxes, and time is ticking, so we really should send Delgado out. However, we need somebody spare to do Armagh's tomb. And the people that can do Armagh's tomb are tied up. But it requires 30 days to solve. That's quite costly and it takes a lot of time. Costly in terms of BP and time. And these 2 aren't even free yet, which is rather unfortunate. 22 days for him, and it was like 40 odd days for him. What's he doing? He was doing the Nature's Rage. You see, cancelling this event will result in immediate failure. It's not a project, that's an event. We could cancel this one though. It will refund us the BP too. We found a secret section of the library in the abandoned keep. This seems to me to be the same keep, which, if I was being picky here, if it is the same keep, I can't remember when we sent him on this mission, but if it was, then we should be able to do the 2 things together, right? Anyway, this can wait. It's a project, we get some BP back. We're going to buy some more BP with the copious amounts of coin that we have. Another 250 should suffice us nicely for 20,000. Okay, thank you very much. And what we're going to do is we're going to head into... well, first of all, we're going to do this one, because he's the perfect man for the job. Crisis points are dwindling somewhat. 55%, 80%. I mean, we might as well use them while we've got them. In fact, we'll use that one, but we'll have to hold on to the very last one in case something like really urgent, major comes up that we want to make sure that we pass. So we'll keep one in arrears, keep one spare. But yes, this... and any hint on the location of Armagh's tomb, send your best scouts. So there's that project. Find mention of Armagh's tomb. Why is there 2... Hang on a second here. Vanhold Militia, we haven't been able to... Oh, hang on. Vanhold Militia, we can now start that project. So get that done. So he's out on that one. Divine Protection from Poison. No. So this is find any hint on the location of Armagh's tomb. Or the... So I think maybe I think you just have to do one of these, maybe. I'm hoping so. 150. Okay, so let's do that. So this is specialist in the divine and arcane arts. We're going to go to the library of the abandoned keep and have a look around for sign of Armag's tomb. We've got 30 days to do that. I've got a sneaking suspicion we could probably find it quicker if we went ourselves, but as I said, Elquist has no reason to go rushing off out there. I think that's everything that we can possibly do. Apart from Lynn's... No, even that. Is it everything? Is everybody tied up? Everybody is tied up with something. Apart from Valerie, in one day she will come back to us. So we might actually level her up. Come back. See if Valerie has returned. Got an exclamation mark there, which could be a sign. No, it's just the advisor. Skip a day. Oh, we've just unlocked some goodies. Hang on a second, folks. Hang on just 1 second. So, region upgrades. You may now upgrade regions within your barony. Every region has 2 or 3 available upgrades, with unique bonuses and conditions for each. All of them are listed on the region cards. You will find the region upgrade projects on the projects tab. Okay, so our capital is now a busy city. Oh, what's all this? Oh, these are all upgrades, right? Horse breeding centre. I'll have to look at these off camera. Royal hunting grounds. Military outpost. It's a magical place. 625. My God. Oh, what's that though? +5. Bonus to resolve any situation with Magister or High Priest in this region. Also provides +5 competence bonus to knowledge, arcana and law everywhere in the entire barony. Jesus. Some of these are pretty decent, aren't they? Jewelry centre. Bronze Shield Fortress, which is naturally not a rank up project, is it? Or is it? It might be actually. The Magic of Candlemere Tower. Okay, so yes, we have a situation on our hands. So if we click on the card, then it said click on the region card. I'm thinking regions here. Yeah, click on these cards. But how do you see which regions have got which upgrades? Buildings, Topcliffe. Is it on the map? So if we click on, say, the Shrike Hills, Topcliffe, we've got our resources here. Only 1 upgrade can be chosen for this region. It's a magical place. Oh, so we can discover other upgrades in time. The outskirts, 4 upgrades, and we only know 1 of them. So before we commit all of our eggs into one basket, perhaps we should unlock some of the other upgrades first, so that we know what we're picking from. Varnhold has only got 2. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So what we're going to do then is we've got Valerie available now, haven't we? So let's see what Valerie can do. We were looking to see whether or not we could rank up Valerie, right? Support the Regent's endeavours. That's Valerie, no? Yes. 14 days we would rank up community. So that's a possibility to pass sometime. I think we're going to take that opportunity. Whilst we're here, I don't like passing 14 days, but it has to be done, people. It has to be done. Or does it? Indecision. Whilst we're thinking about it, we'll go outside and see what our city looks like, shall we? And now that we've upgraded ourselves to a city, we can upgrade our kingdom management stuff as well. So all of our buildings within Topcliffe can be upgraded to their maximum. Let's go to the main square. I'll do all of that off camera, I think. Or shall I do it on camera? So this is an auspicious moment. We've got a bloody... Look at this! We've got steps and everything! Oh, we're going to have to just have a bit of a... Oh, look at this. Look at the sprawling city that we've got around us. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at this. Now this is what I'm talking about. Oh, we got steps and everything. We can't walk down these ones. They're just ornamental. Right. Okay. Let's keep walking. Oh, your grace, your grace. We've got a signpost. Harem just gawping. What's this? To the library, probably. To the library? I think it's to the library. We don't want to go to the library, thank you. Well, on a grand tour, let alone grand tour of the realm. We're on the grand tour of our own flipping city right now. This is looking spiffing. Absolutely spiffing. I mean, this tree has to go. Back to the statue. Maybe the statue will be finished now that it's a city. When it returns, when the place becomes chaotic once again. Tessie the Quill, Hasuf is still there. They're still trading out of a cart. They haven't upgraded their stalls, unfortunately. But look at this, a proper paved road, signposts. This is so cool. I like it. If we go to the map, we can see, obviously, really properly the situation. Okay, that's pretty. I like that. That's good. That's pretty cool indeed. Good old top cliff. Okay, perfect. So the debate is, do we go on a grand tour of Varnhold and Dunsward now, in between, or do we... do you know what we do? I think we do Valerie... I think we do Valerie's quest, simply because... the upgrade thing, because we're still waiting for Varnhold to become to get the mage tower there, so that's probably about another 6 or 7 days, maybe ish. So as soon as we get that teleportation, it saves us a bit of time. So we could teleport over here. 7 days, that's right. So that's perfect. So we can do Valerie community upgrade. That'll then unlock the mage tower. Yes, we passed a bit of time. But we can teleport over there, do a little bit of exploration of Varnhold, and then come back when the 30 days are up for the searching of the library. Right. So support the reader's endeavours. Let's have Valerie come. 14 days to solve. We have to start the project. We're just going to pass the time. Hopefully, nothing too catastrophic will befall our realm in that time. And there we go. So we've upgraded to level 4 community. And we have a flock of rapacious harpies, which has ended in failure. Because why wouldn't it? Events ×3. So we have look into the future. A talented astrologist and prophet wishes to express his personal gratitude to the ruler for everything he's done for the sake of the people. Okay. That's fine. We don't have anybody available for that. I wonder if that's going to be... Oh, Lindsay. She's away on business right now. No, this one. What advisor do we need for that one? I wonder if it's this one, you know. Kind of hamstringing ourselves if it is. Does it tell you what it needs? Interesting. There is a scandal in the capital. Who doesn't love a good scandal? Eh? Who does not love a good scandal? Okay, so is there anything for Valerie to do? Not really. Yeah, not really. She can just chill out. She can chill out, baby. The other alternative is we could have actually claimed the region. Oh, we couldn't because we haven't got the right advisor. Apologies. Okay, let's see who's come knocking on our door, shall we? Ah, here we go. Highland, the guard captain. Your Grace, please forgive me for distracting you from important matters, but you are the only one who can talk some sense into these hotheads. They had an argument in the middle of the street. Yelled so much your subjects called the guards, but what can they do about Lady Valerie? Plus, Eveld hasn't done anything illegal. It's not like I can put them in jail. This is the second time Valerie's kicked off in the street. Valerie? Explain yourself. I humbly beg your forgiveness, Elquist. I failed to control my temper and besmirched not only myself, but you as my leader. Unfortunately, I was provoked. Is that so? So it's, forgive my manners, your grace. Allow me to introduce myself. Evelda Silver-Tongued from Brevoy. It's a pity we meet under such circumstances, but this, so to speak, sweet lady insulted me, if you please, in front of my audience, halted my performance, and embarrassed me in front of the entire tavern. Would you please be so kind as to rein this lady in? I've seen this bit. Yeah, the pasquinade and stuff. Bright bird who lost its I've seen this before. Where have I seen this before? In another playthrough, maybe? Have you guys seen this before? We've done this before, I'm certain. And he complimented her. Yeah. Did you write a pasquinade? Okay, maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. How can you silence, Valerie! This is the second time it's happened. The sad position of the ass in these lands. Right. Yes, well, I don't care who is to blame and pasquinades. Apologize right now and make your peace. I've got things to do, important things. I am not going to make peace with this worthless paper stader. Oh dear. Huh, your tongue befits your beauty, my sweet. Truly what is a beautiful flower's bud worth if it is worm-eaten and empty on the inside? Enough, both of you! First you scared everybody at the tavern, and now you're embarrassing yourselves in front of the Baron. Apologize at once, if not to each other, then at least to his grace. I don't know what got into me, your grace. Forgive me this scene. Please forgive me, Elquist. Perhaps I should leave to calm down and come to my senses. Perhaps you should, Valerie. You should know better. Right. Keep an eye on Valerie. She's not herself lately. Oh, interesting. This didn't happen last time. At first, she just snapped, and then she started getting into fights with everyone about stupid things, and now she's dragged this bard out of the tavern by his collar. I'm afraid it might come to real violence. What do you mean hasn't been herself? She got defensive, can't say a word to her. We've been careful around her since she... indicating the scar situation. I'm close to ordering my lads to keep an eye out for her in the streets to make the common people's lives a little calmer. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I shall address it very shortly. Now do run along, Highland. I have things to do. Yes. If I were you, I would talk to the storyteller. One of my lads saw Valerie arguing with him. I have no idea how anyone can have a fight with such a harmless elf, but she did. The storyteller? It's going to trigger a quest. Another extension to Valerie's burning bridges. Yeah, look at that. Valerie's becoming a bit of a hothead, is she? Well, this is a bit of a turn-up. And there we were, planning on doing something else. Don't you just love it when your plans get thrown into the water? Ah, your grace, my stories are calling for you. Have you come to answer their call? No, not as such, storyteller, not today, but I have come on business. The guard captain has told me that you had a fight with Valerie? Alas, this is true. Believe me, I didn't want to fight, but my fool curiosity wounded Valerie's pride. I will apologize to her the first chance I get. Fight? What was the fight about? I asked Valerie if she still had anything related to the Eternal Rose Order from back when she was a novice. An innocent question, but she took it as impudence or insult. Please don't blame her. I am to blame for what happened. Do you think that she has been acting strange lately, would you say? Well, what can I say? We are not that close. She has no interest in the things that matter to me, and I prefer the word of ancient heroes and old legends, not the fuss that's all around us here and now. So I don't have an answer to your question. But I know those who consider Valerie a close companion might be hurt by her words. Yesterday I talked to Lindsay, and when I mentioned Valerie, I heard sorrow and tears in her voice. Maybe the tireless chronicler is having a tough time for the very same reason that you honored me with your visit today. Well, I thank you, storyteller. I shall get to the bottom of this, and I shall have another story ready to be listened to soon enough. Now, where the hell is Lindsay? She's up here, isn't she? Oh, there she is. Lindsay, come hither. Shh, keep your voice down. Have you noticed anything strange about Valerie lately? I had a fight with her. A big one. Well, I wanted to talk to her about the best way to describe her hair colour in the book, and she said my book is trash, and I'd be no better if I busied my time with... I won't even repeat it. Oh dear. How on earth could she say that to you? Yes, I mean, wait. I wasn't hurt, it's just... it doesn't matter. To be honest, Valerie hasn't been herself lately. She's usually polite, though she can be cold at times, but now it's like she's changed. And it's all after, after she got that scar. I talked to her before, and she wasn't very nice that time either. She's gotten so spiteful after she got hurt, though she just keeps saying she doesn't care. Leave it with me, Lindsay. Leave it with me. I shall have to deal with this. Just don't leave without me. Of course, I could just write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay, cooked from a dusty... Yes, we're not going anywhere, Lindsay. Calm down. Right, it's time for us to broach the subject with Valerie, is it? Right, where is she? In fact, she's not here. She's usually here. She's not here. Where's she gone? How to build a kingdom. Okay. So, upgrade any region first. Well, we'll have to do that a bit later. Valerie has some explaining to do, if we can find her. Where is she? Valerie, where have you gone?
As it should be.
This is what I like about RPGs. Is that you come with a plan for the session. My plan for the session involved coming back here, sorting a little bit of kingdom management out, and going to Armag's tomb. And what we've done instead, we have dealt with some Fae by giving them some alcohol that we've brewed ourselves. We then returned here, had a tour of our lovely upgraded city, sent some scouts out to find Armag's tomb, because we don't know where it is, and now we're having to deal with a grumpy Valerie. Completely not what I anticipated, but hey, here we are. And after this session, we're going to head up to Oleg's to deal with the situation for... where is Valerie? Where would Valerie be? Oh, there she is. Deal with the situation for Knock Knock as well. So a couple of companion quests, I think, in the spare 15 days that we've got between now and our scouts finding something. Right, Valerie, let's put her right, shall we? Greetings. Everything is well, I hope. I am ready for new orders. Yes, Valerie, everything is not too bad, actually, not too bad, but I hear on the grapevine, and having just witnessed what I've witnessed in the throne room, you have been acting a bit strange lately. If you are going to bring up that scene in the throne room, don't waste your breath. Eveld completely deserved that speech. Yes, well, I also know that you had a fight with the storyteller and that you yelled at Lindsay. The storyteller? What business of his? If I have anything left from the order, does he imagine I'm still carrying around Shellin's radiant face as a souvenir? And as for Lindsay, she knows full well how her constant babbling about her book irritates me. Yes. The captain of the guard also said you were taking things out on random people. So the captain of the guard thinks I'm incapable of carrying out my duties to you and your subjects? Perhaps he should change his armour for a judge's mantle, if he's so ready to declare such verdicts. Very defensive, isn't she? And why exactly did you think that pasquinade next to the tavern was about you? Who else could it have been about? That scribbler used to never leave me alone, dogged my heels asking questions whenever I appeared on the street. And now? Listen to yourself, Valerie. Why all the bile? Obviously something is weighing heavily upon you, and I am here to help. And we shall just simply stand here, staring at her, like a bad smell that won't go away. There's one thing you should know about us, Valerie, it's that we're very persistent when we need to be, he's saying in his head, so we're just going to stand here silently. Please forgive me, Elquist. I understand your worries. My behaviour over the last few weeks has indeed left much to be desired. I don't know why I'm doing these things. Ooh, is that a step too far? I don't know. Ooh, and leave it in her hands? You know what? Let's just get it out in the open. Lindsay seems to think it's perhaps something to do with your scar. So typical of her. A superficial opinion, a superficial conclusion. Forgive me. It's difficult to admit I was wrong. And scatterbrained Lindsay is apparently right. Since it appeared, it's like the world around me has changed. Wherever I went before, my admirers, followers, and bards used to follow me around. And now, it's like I'm invisible. Worse, I see how those I talk to trying hard not to look at the scar. It's like it undid me. Completely. I've never seriously imagined what would happen if I lost my beauty. I thought my actions would speak much louder than my appearance, but now I'm having doubts. In this, and in everything else, I keep telling myself. Yes, you've always maintained that beauty isn't really important. Are you changing your views now? No. If I'm to break when someone looks at me askance after everything I've been through, it means I've never actually been worth anything. I may as well have stayed with the Order and lived meekly by Shellin's orders. Ugh. I shouldn't have wasted time on these useless thoughts. I promise that you won't be bothered again by complaints about me, except perhaps from those who truly deserved a harsh response. Thank you for this conversation. I knew you would support me. Ah, there you go. See? No need to be miserable after all. Right, now we must dash. Quickly. Knock knock. Olex trading post. Goblin problems. Let's go.
All according to plan.
Quick sticks. We might squeeze it in before the end of the session, depending on how long it takes. What's this? A one-handed enchanted flail from somewhere in our barony. Okay, well it's mine. I'm taking it. It's all mine. That looks decent enough. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Is it? Yes, of course it is. Ah, look at that. We've got Amiri back as well. We'll have to use Amiri at some point. That sounded so horribly bad, didn't it? You know what I mean. We'll have to welcome her back to the party at some point, okay? Right. Nothing else for us to do here. We can't. It's a pity we can't teleport up north because it is a little bit of a schlep up here, you know. Anyhow. Okay, I'll do it off camera. I just wanted to have a quick peek at... Do you know what? No, I'll do it off camera. No, I'll do it now. Can't make my mind up. Okay, we met with a visitor. Right, let's go to the map. Let's go to the top cliff. Let's go to the building and see if we can see anything new. We can build a bank. That's new. A barracks, a black market. That seems to be new. Anything else that springs out as being new? Mansion monolith. A noble villa. That could be new, potentially. Ooh, a theatre. Now that sounds like up Elquist's alley. Ooh. We'll have to have a look at some of these things because we can't just have a... We could actually, to be fair. We're only going to build what Elquist wants to build in this place. So if he's not interested in anything else, then it might just have to be a theatre and that's about it. Black market could be interesting actually, and certainly a bank. Bank and black market, potentially a theatre. That sounds like a good one as well for a man that likes dance halls and entertainment. So ultimately, what we need to be looking at is upgrading like things that could be upgraded. So our inn, for example, can not be upgraded. Our trade shop can be now upgraded to a luxury store. Poor tops galore here. Our brothel is as it is. Our town hall can go to a city hall, of course. The shrine we're not bothered about. The dance hall doesn't get upgraded. The brewery doesn't get upgraded. Where's the tavern is an inn, the fair. I'm thinking that the lighthouse maybe. No, the port probably could. The marina. Yeah. Waterfront. Okay. So we'll upgrade the buildings that can be upgraded. We'll get a theatre and then we'll have a good proper think about anything else that we might want. But we don't want to deck out our city with every single building. It does offer bonuses, of course, but it's for the BP that you get that you have to spend to get the upgrade, for example, to the like +1 to that to +2 to that, etc. It's actually not really particularly great when it comes to actually building up your cities and stuff. But we'll play it by ear. Interesting. Thought I'd just have a quick check on that. So yes, coming to a city near you, a theatre next. Right. Okay. Should be good fun. Just give us alternative venues to unwind. Right. Oleg's trading post. 22 hours. And we're in. All right, let's go see what the problem is, shall we?
Follow my lead.
Woo! There's a lot of goblins here. Long legs. You stumble across an ugly scene. A ragged pile of goblins. They're hiccuping violently, laughing, then hiccuping again. The air is so thick with alcohol fumes, flies lie dead in the dirt, and an odd vinegar smell as well. They've gotten into Oleg's stock apparently, drank its contents. No barrel left intact. No problem here. Normal day for tribe. Would be worse if holiday. Is this your tribe, knock knock? Yes. They've marked this as home. It would be hard to make them leave this home. Though it's much smaller than the capital. Capital would have more room for them. Not have to lie in pile. Could be lying down drunk everywhere. You, runny longlegs. Why did you stop running? Why make home here? Kept getting chased. No place to settle down. Got hungry. Then caught. Then we sent here. And now? Caught? By who? Big Shanks. Bigger than you. Fatter. Smelled better. Big club. Was eating sheep. He tried to share his sheep with us by taking one, a small one, in the night while he snored, but we not asked first, so he got mad. Looks like a giant. Don't know which one. After eating half of us, he gets so full he ready to trade. He say if we find him something to wash other goblins down with because they still squirming in his gut, he let us go. We knew a place here at Post, but had to sample kegs to be sure. An interesting story. Knock knock. It is up to you to make them leave, or else I shall do it myself. Listen, Knock Knock Big Hero, you do what Knock Knock say, but... Tell me where Big Shanks now. When he expect you back? Did Big Shanks follow you? Oh. Munguk. At that moment, there is another waft of foul air, and a shadow falls on the ground. All the goblins in the pile lift their heads at the new arrival. A towering hill giant with mismatched coveralls, a necklace of hands and skulls, and a makeshift club composed of several timbers tied together with rope. He looks very, very angry, not just at the pile of goblins, but the splintered empty barrels. That's him! Oh dear. Now, I hate to tell you this, but you here are trespassing by the law of the land. As if that's going to wash. Giant, I command you to leave now, or else things should get a bit out of hand. The hill giant turns to you as if in challenge, points to himself, and gives a rumbling growl akin to Munguk. And then he turns to the goblins. His hands clench on his club, and the growl grows louder. He points at the goblins and points at the belly, the intent clear. The goblins do not respond, not even Longlegs. Their eyes remain wide, frozen. Suddenly Longlegs makes a high-pitched squeak and points at Knock Knock. He, our leader, hero, he make us drink everything we promised. Also, he made us eat your sheep. Eat him, an ugly friend with stupid hat on. Huh, you cheeky mare. The hill giant snarls, lifts his club, and then turns to you and Knock Knock and thrusts out his chin, pounding his chest and giving a thundering series of grunts that sound like a challenge. Knock Knock blinks. He, Munguk, says, not in the mood to share. He says the half-shanks are their guts, his to eat. You can understand him? I can. Got caught by hill giants once, kept as a toy for their kid, until ran away. Tristan shakes his head and winces. Oh, God. Well, if you can understand him, Knock Knock, do something about it. Okay, so Knock Knock hesitates for a moment, then presents an open palm, then taps it with finger. You suddenly realise he just did what seems to be the goblinoid version of trade. You think he's asking what Munguk wants, but not about food, but currency, something of value. To your surprise, Munguk looks sad, his eyebrows collapse and he gives a low grunt. The anger seems to have cooled down and he makes a rumble, staring off into space with a half-lidded gaze. He doesn't seem drunk, merely sad. He gives a grumble and a sigh, then a low exhaling rumble. And then Knock Knock translates. Munguk not happy, he not hungry, just lonely. Says came here looking for mate to be happy. But when he come, no wife. Goblins take his favourite half sheep entrails, drink the liquor he send for them, and he have nothing. Wife, really? Sad for him. Cutting off legs be better than finding mate. Yes. Can you tell him to look elsewhere for a wife? He shrugs and makes a series of what passes for rumbles, and he makes a slow sack-shaped gesture in the air, then points to the gate of the fort. Munguk shakes his head and sighs again. No, he said he looked everywhere. Well, I suppose we shall send him somewhere. Anywhere good for hill giant wives? Knock Knock gives a reluctant nod. Think? Then makes an interrogatory grumble. Munguk looks confused, at which Knock Knock represents himself more firmly. He traces a finger across his palm as if providing a map, and the giant looks blearily at it. What? Munguk's drunken rage. Okay. He lumbers out, club over his shoulder. What did you say to him? Just make sense to him with words like real hero. Send Munguk to capital. Loss of women. He have all he needs to choose a... You did what? Elquist, it may be time to put an end to this madness. This prank has gone overboard. Oh my god. Oh. Why did you do that? I not counsel well, but hero good at chasing off giant means Knock Knock good hero, right? Oh. Goblins are watching us as they sober up. The goblin seems ready to bolt. You catch Longlegs slowly uncurling himself from the pile, apparently ready to run. You do notice a number of the goblins are looking at Knock Knock with a strange fascination. Dealing with the giant must have impressed them. None of you move. We are not done here. We not go anywhere. We not have anywhere to go. Maybe I'll stay here, yes? Knock Knock, I shall give you one chance to deal with your tribe, otherwise, as I said before, I shall deal with this matter. This is wasting valuable time. He steps forward and gives a series of cracking hisses to get attention, and all the goblins stare at him. After their eyes are on him, Knock Knock, his eyes narrowed, goes to each one of them in turn and raps them twice on their head. Hard. They wince but say nothing, except for one feeble groan from a goblin more sober than the rest. Make great deal with you. You need to go to bigger place or I hit you again, I show you. Me, big hero. Follow me, take you to new place. The goblins nod and begin to untangle themselves, but they are doing what Knock Knock says, some of them rubbing their heads. Big hero, Knock Knock, take care of them. All good. You better not be taking them to the capital like Munguk, or so help me, Knock Knock. Capital, not bad idea. Or you go to capital. Knock Knock, command you, go. Watch you. To your horror, the goblins scamper away, running in all directions, but toward the direction of your capital city. So we've got a hill giant looking for a wife and a band of goblins about to enter our capital. What on earth could go wrong there, I wonder? Well, we'll have to find out next time. Holy cow. Right, okay. So next time we're going to rush back to our capital and find out what on earth is going to be waiting for us there. Oh boy. Until then, I'll see you soon.